name is Valerie Cox, and I want to go through some of our course orientation that we're going to have for this 100 class. This is the orientation for my spring 2018 Math 100 class, and welcome everybody to the class. I'm looking forward to a great semester, and I think we're going to have an excellent time. You can see there I am, Valerie Cox, Calhoun Community College, and I'm going to go through just some information that you'll need for the course that will just be very helpful to you. Alright, so you can see there's my information, there's my picture. You'll also see a large picture of that in the instructor information tab in Blackboard. I couldn't make the picture smaller, but neither here nor there. I might try that before this is actually released. But my office is going to be this time in MSA room 130. This past semester I was over in the Student Center where our STAR Institute is located. Some of you know what I'm talking about as far as STAR Institute, but this spring they're going to start renovations in our Student Center in Decatur, and so they're going to be closing the building, and so we had to relocate. So my office is going to be in the Math Science Administration Building, room 130, which is towards the front of the building if you know anything about the Decatur campus. And you really just will go into it. I'll talk to you a little bit later about where we're going to be located for tutoring, and you can just go in there and ask someone and they'll be able to find me. My office number though will not change, 256-260-2445. That's a great way to get a hold of me. Valerie.cox@calhoun.edu, excellent way to get a hold of me. If I'm not in my office, I'll have my cell phone with me, and my emails come through to my cell phone. I've got these office hours on here. This is an online class, so pretty much I'm open to you via email, or we'll talk about a Remind app in just a few minutes. I'm available to you in the evenings as well, and on the weekends, because I know that a lot of you are taking an online class in order to free up your daytime if you're working full-time. So a lot of times you're not working on your math until in the evening or on the weekend. So I like to be available in case you need help. Alright, so some things I'm going to need you to do. You're going to need to log into Blackboard and explore the Course Information tab. Now they've changed Blackboard. It looks a little bit different. Under Course Information you'll find a lot of tiles, and that's where you can click on and see the syllabus. You can find out my policies and procedures. You can get the calendar from there. I've put tabs on there. Hopefully you've already, when you've logged in, and I've had the announcement for you to go in and look under Course Information to find this video. There was a tab on there to find this video. A lot of information is located in that Course Information tab. Under the Announcements tab, I have put what you need to do this first week. So all of the links to the things that you need to do during the first week are in the Announcements tab this time. You'll find out how to get your directions for logging into our software, how to log in and set up a texting app with me, those kinds of things. Those are all in the Announcements page this time. Okay, Announcements page. So those are things that I need you to go through and look through. The Content tab, this is where you'll get your videos for homework. That's where you'll find those. And under Content, any notes that I've gotten, that I've uploaded, those are all under Content. So Content is pretty much your information for the actual meat of the course. Announcements and Course Information are just like your syllabus and things like that to get you started. Alright, the textbook we are using a workbook. That's what my videos go by. They go with a workbook. Now, if you are near campus, I have free workbooks for you. Do not purchase the workbook that is in the bookstore. Come and get free workbooks. I'm in the process of creating new videos with our new workbook. So the videos that I have loaded into to Blackboard go with an old workbook, and so I have those for free. I've got a whole box of them. Just get in touch with me and come by and pick one up. Some of you have already done that. I'm going to send an email out just to remind you where I'm located. You can come to either campus. I'm going to put them in places on both campuses if you want to come by and pick those up. If you cannot, if you're not in or near Huntsville or Decatur, if you'll get with me, I'll see about mailing you one. You just need to get a hold of me. Alex is our software that we're going to use for this course, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about Alex and kind of tell you some things about Alex. I'm going to have you log in through Blackboard for Alex. I have a button where you can just go straight into Alex through Blackboard. If for any reason Alex is down, or Blackboard is down, you can also access through alex.com. But I'd rather you log in through Blackboard, please. It just makes life a lot easier. If you log in through Blackboard, you will not need the course code. If you log in through Blackboard like I'm asking you to, the course code will already be embedded in that link. Alright, here's my grading scale. It's a typical grading scale. I have homework assignments, so your homework, which is your work in Alex, counts 25% of your grade. We're going to have 5 exams, 50% of your grade. Your final exam counts 25%. The grading scale is the same grading scale that you'll see across campus. Here's my specific attendance policy. The first week of class, you're going to have to log into Alex and do your initial knowledge check. This is your first week of attendance. If you do not complete that knowledge check by Sunday, that will be, I should have my calendar pulled up here, Sunday the 14th. That is when your initial knowledge check is due. If you have not logged in and completed that initial knowledge check by Sunday the 14th, then you will be marked absent. There are a couple of other things that I'm going to need you to do in order to be marked present, but one of those, the biggest thing, is to complete that knowledge check. After that, I look at attendance as far as how much time you spend in Alex working on homework. You need to plan on spending at least 5 hours a week working on assignments. Alex is rigorous and it takes time, and so I think 5 hours a week is pretty average. Some of you will spend much more time than that. Some of you may spend a little bit less. If you don't hit the 5 hour mark, I'm not necessarily going to mark you absent. I'm going to look and see what your progress is. If you're not making progress in Alex and you're not spending 5 hours, then you're going to get marked absent. Alright, let's see. My makeup policy. It's important for you to contact me immediately if you miss any due dates. So if something should happen, which things happen, the key is to contact me. You've got to let me know if you miss a test, if somebody gets sick, if you go in the hospital. I need to know these things so I can make adjustments. I'm pretty flexible as far as making adjustments if you have a good, valid excuse. But I need you to communicate with me. That is the key. Communication. Keep forgetting to pick up my pen every time I change slides. Alright, where can you get help? Number of places you can get help. On the Decatur campus, we've got a math tutoring and learning center. It's on the first floor of the math and science building where my new office is going to be. It's in room 120. It's on the very first floor, kind of in the middle of the building. The math TLC is also going to be housed, I'm going to show you, you'll see on the next slide, it's also going to have the STAR location there as well. But we have all levels of math help there all day long. In Huntsville, we have a math lab in Huntsville. It is in the new building. I should have had that room number on here. The new building, and it's in the very middle of the building. I need to change and get that room number. So the new building, the middle of the first floor, you'll see the math lab is right there in the middle if you need help, and then there are the hours that they have over in Huntsville. Now, the STAR Institute. I'm the director of our STAR Institute. Our STAR Institute is our tutoring for not just math, but for all subject areas. So if you're taking other subjects besides math and you need help, you can get tutors in all of those subject areas for the most part. You'll just need to come in, either drop in and get help, or come in, or you can get online and make an appointment. I'll tell you how to do that in just a second. So in Decatur, since they're going to have renovations in the Student Center starting this spring, they're shutting this building down. So I'm moving the STAR Institute over into where the Math TLC is located. So that's room 120 in the MSA building. Again, I've got subject tutors in all different areas. So you can see our hours. We're going to be open a little bit later over there because the math lab is open later. So I'll have tutors and other subjects later than just the 5:30 p.m. And then we'll have some Friday hours as well. If you are over in Huntsville, that's going to be on the next slide. So I'm the director of STAR. My office is going to be around the corner from where we're located in MSA this spring. So at the Huntsville campus, the STAR Institute is located where the math lab used to be, which is in the old building. I'm supposed to call it the Sparkman building. I'm supposed to call it the Sparkman building. It's in room 133B, which is on the top floor back over in the corner near the elevators. You can get the same resources over there. So I have tutors in all subject areas. And you can see the hours. I'll have some Saturday hours over there. If I know that some of you may be working during the week, can't get there during the week. So if you're interested in having any tutoring on Saturdays, just let me know and we can work that out. If you want to make an appointment for either STAR location, then you can go into your My Calhoun portal. So My Calhoun, log into My Calhoun. I keep not picking up my pen. Log into My Calhoun and look for Tutor Track. Follow the directions. You put in your, well, if you log in through your portal, it'll already recognize your C number, but it recognizes what your schedule is. You'll click on the class that you're needing help in, and then you'll pull up all the different tutor availabilities depending on whether you want to come to Decatur campus or Huntsville campus. It should be very easy. You can set up texting to remind you when you have an appointment. It's great. I love it. All right, academic integrity. I expect all of you to be honest. We're taking an online class, and I understand that we're taking an online class. I have not put any things in place when you're taking tests to videotape you. I would like you to be on your honor system. I feel like that, you know, you're adults. You need to be honest. Now, I do want you to read through this academic integrity policy that I have, and I would like you to send me an email stating that you have read the integrity policy and tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you think that's fair. Do you think I need to be more rigorous? Do you think that it's lenient enough? I'd like your opinion on that. So part of your first week activity is to read through this policy and then send me an email about what you think about the policy. Our withdrawal policy, you can withdraw up to April 9th of 2018. That doesn't mean you're going to get your money back. But you can withdraw up to that date. Just be careful because withdrawing from a course can affect your financial aid. So I would contact financial aid before you do that. All right, what is Alex? Alex is our software tool that we're going to use for our homework in this course. If you took 98, then you should be familiar with Alex because we use it in all our 98 classes. You may be repeating 100. If so, your code should be good. So when you log in through Blackboard, use your old username and password, and it should get you right in. If you have trouble, please contact me immediately. If you're a new user, you're brand new to Calhoun, you're brand new to Math 100, then I've got the instructions detailed in our announcement page. So if you'll go to the announcement, my very first announcement, there's a link where you can click on and the instructions for how to log into Alex. Really all you have to do is click on the link on the left hand side of the Blackboard page and follow the directions. And then you can get logged in. You'll have to go through a little bit of a registration process, put in your email, that kind of thing, and then you can get logged into Alex. It's an adaptive system, Alex is, so that means that you're going to do an initial knowledge check, kind of like a pre-test, which covers the entire course information throughout the entire course. So I'm not expecting you to know all of these. There's about 30 questions. I'm not expecting you to know all of these topics because that's why you're in this class. We're going to learn them through the semester. But if you have some prior knowledge, if you've had algebra before, you may remember some things. And so that's what that initial knowledge check is for. And then I'm going to show you what happens when you take the knowledge check. So your homework is mastery based. You need to show that you can work a problem a few times before it's going to give you that topic in your pie. So you can't just work a problem once and once and done. No, you're going to work it multiple times to prove that you know what you're doing. So the key with Alex is to keep up with your work and don't procrastinate, because procrastinating is going to come back to bite you on a due date because Alex takes some time. So the detailed instructions for logging into Alex, that's in my first announcement. Again, it's pretty much you're clicking on the link on the left-hand side of Blackboard and following the directions. You may need the course code, but if you are logging in through Blackboard, you will not need the course code. Keep forgetting to get my pen. Okay, so this won't be needed if you log in through Blackboard. Okay, so keep that in mind. Alright, so this is what happens when you log in with Alex. You're going to follow those directions. You're going to log in. It's going to first of all give you a tutorial on how to put in answers. So how to put in exponents, how to put in parentheses, how to do a fraction, how to graph. It's going to go through that first. Then it's going to take you and give you an initial knowledge check. So the initial knowledge check will be about 30 questions. Over the entire course. Now, I don't care if you use a calculator when you're taking the initial knowledge check, but do not use any of the apps that will help you do homework. And I know they're out there, but that's just going to come back and bite you because you can't use one of those apps when you're taking a test. So, because remember, we have academic integrity, and we're not going to cheat, and that would be cheating. So, take the initial knowledge check. Answer what you know. If you don't know something, then just click I don't know. That's what's going to happen. I mean, you know, it's no harm, no foul, the initial knowledge check. After you go through the initial knowledge check, you're going to get a pie that looks like this. Now, your pie may have 2 topics in it. I don't know. Everybody's going to be different. It depends on what kind of knowledge you come in with before you took this course. If you've never had algebra, I don't expect you to have any topics in there. But as you go through the course, this pie is going to get darkened, okay? And by the end of the semester, we should have a nice pretty pie with all those colors darkened in, and that's your homework. That's your 25% for the course. You can see over here that I've got, that it's got the chapters, if you want to call them that, but each slide pretty much relates to a chapter. We don't have this many chapters. Some of them are like review, like the yellows are review parts. And then we'll get into rational expressions and systems. Alright, once you've taken the initial knowledge check, follow the tutorial. This will be a start your path page. So your path is your homework. After you go through the first time, it will say continue my path. And that's how you start doing homework. On this tells you the next due date will be over here. It tells you what chapter you're on, how many topics you've gotten so far in that chapter. Some of the chapters have fewer topics than others. The very first chapter, we do a factoring polynomials review. So there's not a whole lot of topics in that one. It looks like 9. Then we roll into rational expressions, which has a lot of topics in it. So each chapter is just a little bit different depending on what I needed you to learn in that chapter. So this will be where you start your path. Once you start your path, you go to an explain page first over whatever topic that we're needing to do. And it's kind of like a page in the textbook with examples. When you're ready to start your homework, you'll click on start and you'll get a homework question. Okay, and then you'll start answering that question. Now, over here on the right-hand side, you'll have these different buttons. You could watch a video. Those won't be my videos, okay? Those will be videos that the book publishers have created. You can look at the textbook page. You can, I believe that's textbook again. You can send me an email. If you click on the little envelope, that will send me an email of the exact question that you're working on. So it'll send me an email with the exact question. Then you can type in there, you know, I'm having trouble with this one. Can you help me? And then I will email you back. Now, these emails come through Alex. So in order to see the response, you will have to be logged into Alex and check your email. Which your email, it's not on that last page either. When you first log in, up at the very top of the page, email's on the top of the page. Now, I have those emails sent to my phone as well. Well, they're sent to my regular Calhoun email, but I can't reply to them through my Calhoun email. I have to log into Alex to reply. Alright, so if you have questions, you've got to contact me. That's very important. I'm available most all the time. I usually am up late watching TV. So something that's important for you to join is Remind. And I have the directions in the announcement page. This is an app with your phone. It's a way that you can text me questions. I showed you where you could email me questions. Well, you can also text me questions. So what a lot of students do is they send me pictures, because once you join Remind, which you don't have to put the app on your phone. I've got the directions in the announcement page. You just have to text a phone number with a message, and it will have you join in my class. Some of you may have used it before. So you can send me pictures. Just snap a picture of the screen. I'm having trouble with these. So what I will do is I will work it at home on my notebook paper, and then I'll snap a picture and send it right back to you. One of the comments I had from my fall class is there was a student who, she said she was working a lot at night and on the weekends and hated to bother me because she knew that, that was time when I was home. I want you to bother me up to a point. If it's after midnight, you're probably not going to hear from me till the next day. But text me those questions. I want you to be able to ask questions. This is an online class, and online classes are tough. You've got to be able to have an outlet to be able to ask questions, because a lot of this you're going to be honestly, trying to teach yourself. You need to watch the videos that I've created for each chapter. So my advice is to go into the content, watch some of the videos, then go into homework, work some of the homework from that chapter. But the key is you've got to send me questions. If you're interested, I could do review sessions on campus, or I can do them. We could do a Skype room, and y'all can join through Skype, and I'll actually turn on the video, I guess, instead of you just hearing my voice. So we can do that. You have to let me know what you need, and I'm going to do the best that I can to help you out. That's all I have for orientation. If you have any questions at all, please, please, please get in touch with me as soon as you can. Have a wonderful rest of your day.